Hi everyone, welcome to The Real Chef Curry. I'm your host, The Real Chef Curry, and today we're going to be making some delicious paneer kebabs. So without further ado, let's get to it. So as you guys know, paneer kebabs are a very popular dish all across India, whether you're having it in a restaurant, at home, or at the street vendor. So we're going to teach you guys how to make this dish. It's not too hard. It's really delicious, so let's get to it.
So our first ingredient is a few strands of saffron. Then we also have 2-3 spoons of oil. We also have 2-3 spoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. We have half a cup of yogurt, 1/4 cup of tomato puree. We also have 2-3 mini bell peppers, 2 cups of paneer, and 1 medium onion chopped pretty quickly. We don't have to make it too small or anything. Then moving on to our dry ingredients, we also have ginger garlic paste that we made in a mortar. We just crushed it up. We also have garam masala. We have about half a teaspoon of garam masala. We have about half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. We have 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of red chili powder, and 1 tablespoon of cumin coriander powder. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take a mixing bowl and we're going to throw in our onions and our paneer as well as our bell peppers. Okay, so once we put our paneer, onions, and peppers in the bowl, we're going to throw in all of our other ingredients. What we're doing is we're just marinating our big pieces. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to throw in a little bit of that saffron. It's going to add a little bit of color. If you don't have saffron, you can always use a little bit of food coloring or other type of coloring option that you have. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to marinate all of this for about 2 to 3 hours. And then we're going to make it either in the oven or on a skillet. And we're just going to saute it until it's nice and golden brown. And you see a little bit of charring on the paneer as well as the onions and peppers. That's when you know it's done and it's ready to eat. So we're just throwing in our tomato puree right now. Next we're going to do is we're going to throw in all of our dry ingredients that we have. So we're going to throw in our ginger, our garlic, all of our garam masala, red chili, everything. And we're also going to throw in the yogurt that we're going to mix all together. We're going to throw in a few flakes of saffron in there to add the color like I said. Okay, so we're just going to add our yogurt in now. And we're just going to mix this together until it's evenly coating all of the paneer, the onions, and the peppers. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to add a little bit of salt to taste, about half a teaspoon or so. And you can always taste it a little bit more near the end after it's been marinating to see if you need a little bit more in there. Okay, so our marination is ready. What we're going to do now is we're going to make it on a skillet, and we're just going to cook it until there's charring all around the paneer, the onions, and the peppers, and then it's good to go. So we'll see you guys in 2 to 3 hours once this is done marinating.
Okay guys, so now that our paneer has marinated for about 2-3 hours, what we're going to do now is we're going to start cooking it. Now you have multiple options when it comes to cooking this tandoori paneer kebabs recipe. Is that one, you can make it on a grill outside with skewers, kind of like barbecue it. The other thing you could do is you could put it in the oven. You could also put it on a skillet like we're going to be doing. You could also make it kind of like a sizzler. So just grab one of those like sizzler cast iron pans and make it in there. You have a bunch of options of how to cook it. It's up to your personal preference. So we're going to start cooking it in the skillet. We're going to make it in batches. And each batch is going to take about 7-8 minutes. However, each consecutive batch should take a little bit less because the pan's going to be hot by that time. So let's get started. We're going to turn on our flame to about medium. So we're going to drizzle in a little bit of sesame oil. Okay guys, so the only reason we're going to put a thin layer when we're putting it into our skillet is because we want every single paneer, every single onion, every single bell pepper that's in the pan to touch the bottom of the pan. We don't want to do layers on top of one another, or else you're not going to get an even charring on all of the ingredients that you've put in there. So you can already hear that it's starting to sizzle a little bit. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to let it sit for a little bit until it starts getting a little charred, a little bit brown on all sides. And then we're just going to mix it and flip it over and then do the same thing for all individual sides. Like I said before, it's going to take about 7-8 minutes. Okay guys, so it's been about 7-8 minutes. We're going to flip our paneer. As you can see, we got a little bit of charring on each side. And we're just going to flip over all of our paneer, our vegetables, and we're going to cook it on the other side for another, 4 or 5 minutes on that side as well. Okay guys, so here's our finished product. we have our amazing tandoori paneer on the left. We are serving it with a little bit of green coriander chutney, as well as some lemon that you can drizzle over it. We also got a nice side of pickled onions with some salt, some red chili powder. We got a few green chilies on there to add a little bit more spice to the dish. I can't wait to dig in, so let's get to that part right now. So guys, I'm about to dig in. I'm gonna do a combination of everything. So I'm gonna take a pepper, a paneer. I'm gonna take one pickled onion on there. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon or lime. And of course, I'm gonna dip it in the chutney that we have right here. Guys, you don't hear me talking because of how delicious this is. I don't want to talk, I just want to eat. That's how good this is right now. You guys gotta try this at home. It's amazing. You're definitely gonna love it. It's gonna taste the best. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, if you try this dish, make sure to let us know what you think about it. If not, also make sure to comment down below what other recipes you want to see on the channel. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys, so stay tuned for more recipes.